Just good spot right now. Good entry. Xander already holding down for the smokes. This is going to be a great read from M80. Well aware about the tree push early on.
And they'll try to double dip into it to take an extra body. Xander's a little up close and personal. Is going to bear the brunt of it. And now T-Dog sees that as the instant sign to go. Gets shut down by Koala Noob. But QoR has made it on. And BCJ on the way. Koala Noob. Great shot onto Nerve to be able to make this a 2v2 way quicker. Excuse me, a 3v2 as Nismo's also going to make his way back here. Snarly holding Gen. Ziff, again,
1 HP, 1 v3.
Close. Can't handle the onslaught. And M80 will turn that into a 3v1.
Koala, oh my. Has that dimensional drift for info after getting this first kill. Great escape option.
Oh, huge turn on the flash. Well done. Traded off immediately, but QoR still have to kind of stay stunted here. T-Dog gonna reveal himself with the shots. Nismo pops out for one more of his own. BCJ, who's been hiding in the boathouse, can finally let himself be known. Enough noise made. Now Ziff caught with the recon bolt. BCJ tries to finish.
You need to go huge here, man.
But can't. Nerve in a 1v2 against two gamers with good enough guns, and the spike exposed along those steps. One shadow step, one smoke with 25 on the clock, and a gun spotted on the market site. You have to search for this second one. Where could he be? Oh, there he is, Xander. Finding the right angle. As long as they can come back with advantage, they feel really secure. And that's why you'll only see one or two players kind of just pop in to play non-committal, maybe even just go for the poke. Hopefully not get traded. But certainly not traded are Xander and Net, as assaulted by the Nano Swarm and the Hunter's Fury will be taken down. But what more can you do from here? QoR has
don't block me, bro.
Sight until they're able to scope out A after the trade back through tree. Nismo cannot take this solo to play for time, and so QoR do have a little bit of leniency.
3v3, Nervous low HP, winnable.
But you don't have long.
No. Zeldris' timing has to be impeccable here. 3 stacked up heaven already.
Nerve waiting, watching. 1 HP, can't use it. The recon bolt to confirm all 3 are up here.
Zeldris.
Here he comes, just as they all jump down.
Oh, Koala, I don't know.
So it's a 1v3 team.
Man, Koala is so good, bro.
Koala Noob, immediate recognition.
Timeout.
He can play around those sonic sensors. He's the way to go. The owl drone gave away so much. No command immediately popped. So early. Not enough distance to cover A site just yet, and you're stalled out by an Odin.
Oh, okay. The spray through to counteract. Good crowding by QoR to avoid that early punishment, but so much is keyed up on A site. In fact, B site is completely vacated. M80.
Oh my god, the old man is still insane, man.
Held it down perfectly.
Damn, bro.
Double Sentinel is so chameleonic and can swap on a dime. You have to get in and you have to do it fast.
Okay.
Fortress will be that linchpin this time around with the Blade Storm. Looking for a third. Spots Koala Noob, but he somehow backs out before getting found out and can snipe through the smoke to stop T-Dog from approaching. QoR just have to bite the bullet.
Ziff has the lockdown.
They will with the help of the fragment. They'll get onto site, make this a 3v4, and actually have a pretty long standing on site with the help of the lockdown.
7-1, man. Oh my god, bro. Every day. Multiple times a day, man. I can't take anyone, man.
No neural theft available. Have to wait out the lockdown, though. A lot of space gathered by QoR here, but they're playing for
1 round,
down
man.
in the pit.
1 round.
Looks pretty set in stone here. Zeldris ready to rotate for that second angle. Ziff waiting in the wings. Gets found out. Snarly and Nerve getting theirs, though, means that Net is alone. And that's
the 7-1, man.
The cutoff point.
Oh my god, bro. I think it's the 4th time today, man.
Trying to shut them down.
This is a great call from T-Dog to say, hey, we can get tree for free.
Oh, and Xander, tough timing. Doesn't recognize how early QoR is going to try and dip into this. Koala Noob's already made it back around. He's been the fulcrum of the of CT for this pre-plant rotation, but will actually maintain his distance as they lose Net in tandem to play for that 3v4 instead.
Ziff?
This is really creative from Ziff. Wow. Yeah.
But what if Koala TPs?
Nothing's watching you.
Oh,
no.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no way. Can't spot him. So it's on site here for QoR, but once again,
4K for Zeldris, man.
Has too fast for M80. 4 for the Jet, leaving Koala Noob all by his lonesome with an Odin, no less. Very tough to deal with this, and perhaps a bit too late to get out as well. Maybe looking for a last fight.
Yeah, get the help, man.
Just gonna
drop
take
the
that gun
Odin
and get out.
Never
of there.
touch it again, man.
Blade Storm. so much dependent on this ultimate yet again. Immediate
Oh
paranoia.
my god, he killed blinded, bro.
Manages to find the shot onto Xander. But Net now playing the guard, and M80 yet again have had more than enough time to make it back to the right site. QoR have to commit at this stage. The Cypher ult to confirm nobody's flanking this time around. It's all happening on A. But Nerve playing for the distance means that M80 still has to take this a bit slower. Take down the sentry first, play around this smoke. Nerve has a lot of room
Oh
to
my
move.
god,
Nismo has a lot of room to
CS
spray,
spray, bro.
and find both in the crowd. Zip playing from the bottom. A lot of bodies spotted. Not a
That
lot
was
of bodies
nice, that was
spotted.
nice,
That's
man.
cleanup for M80. 9-2. This is the Ascent comp, so we are going to play the Ascent comp, and we're going to play Ascent like an Ascent comp. We're going to play everyone together, and we're going to play all in, and M80 don't have an immediate visage onto that main looker, but that's because Koala Noob has a fun little cubby spot that's able to shut down the null command. Getting smoked away, so having to play the escape. But a little too much chaos still happening in CT for QoR to really make an impact outside of just that main line. T-Dog's gonna poke a little bit from the outside, but only control for QoR is on site. That might be enough, though, as Snarly's gonna poke his head out, get some chip done until he's down. So it's a 3v2 retake with not too much time on the clock and a good amount of util that M80 actually has to juggle against. Zip, first poke head out. T-Dog finally the rotation. Xander on a measly 2 HP. And QoR have an easy 2v1 that they could finish basically anytime they wanted to, anytime that they're lucky enough to. Xander, the turn back around to lane now. Zip going for the swing, and he will manage it.
93.
And QoR swept out a little bit by Zip as he's made it all the way through A main, all the way to T, and now with this hodgepodge getting stuck up, Nismo has to lock in and play against so many different angles that he can't get more than one. QoR shut down and now are playing a hybrid attack from B main as the spike has already gotten planted with Nerve taking that CT position. Is there enough presence? Is there even enough time here? Recon Bolt is going to force Xander to give away his position, but that's just going to force the util and the fight from Koala Noob. A lot of stall going on, but a lot of kills from QoR mean that this is still going their way. BCJ having to play a bit more proactive and can't get any more done.
How are they going to convert it on the most unusual comp we've seen in a minute?
Well, do it by dipping in, each one of them looking for their first. Snarly just going to choose to hold it down on the grav net and get at least a little bit of time stalled out, but M80 very quick on this one, and QoR is not ready for it. But that's okay. They're also willing to play for this post plant, just as M80 did. Seeing if they can buy out any baited swings. They cannot play for that post plant. 3v4, good guns, good height, control of tree, but Net is on the way through. Catwalk, are you expecting this? If you're QoR, that second off angle, do you have some util that you can burn through? But honestly, I don't have too much confidence in it. It's such a chaotic fight, and there it is. Net's gonna be able to stop Nerve. You have to drop down now if you're QoR, and this is just such unfortunate timing. T-Dog gonna be able to spray through and at least get one, but the presence on site is so strong. I don't know if T-Dog can manage all of it, can at least spray down Net, enters into hell, and that's where BCJ will finalize. It'll be A main this time, and there's the dimensional drift. It's a game of follow the leader whenever you're able to find them, and no! QoR read that this push is very enthusiastic, and the deadlock ult to at least clear away Rafters will allow Koala Noob to make himself known and actually vie for control far better. Copycat to make sure Nerve doesn't find any extra damage. Now hopping back to main for the post plant to take stock, take shelter, make sure that QoR shots are so impossible, but Nismo holding early to keep this contested up top with that graph net, forces more util to be burned before you can actually take this fight. But look at this fun position from Xander inside the smoke next to tree. The exit from here is so awkward, and Zeldris avoids it, turning back out.
Nerve is so low, man.
Time is ticking, and QoR do not have much more to play with here.
This is GG, bro.
Spray through to find Zip on the bottom. Some early damage with the Sheriff wall banging. Owl Drone gonna get tossed out. Basically guarantees that Zip is gonna be holed up in Boathouse, but the Hunter's Fury from T-Dog is perfectly timed to make sure that they can't collapse immediately. Zip is gonna die, but he's gonna try and make sure that the rest of QoR have enough time to get back on, but Net, the shutdown after the onslaught of util thrown his way, will let M80 have
what a beautiful map by M80, bro.
Spare for this plant as QoR again shuffling on down. Now the Hunter's Fury from BCJ.
What a performance by Nismo too, dude.
Even earlier than they opted to, but Zeldris can skate by and take down Nismo to make this a 2v2. that Zeldris has to start out by playing lane until Nerve gets back. He is giving away position by playing from the CT, but the one-way onto BCJ makes this 2-1v2. Xander, though, subtracting Zeldris
GG.
on an island, can't do a thing. Nerve stuck in the 1v2 and can't make it work, so M80 will clean house and make it a 13-4 game, ultimately dominating on both sides.
Hey, look, 25% chance we see a deadlock, right? First map. Teams are willing to experiment, and the wilder your team is, the more likely you win Ascent.
They really have thrown a curveball. Koala Noob, that might be the first time I've seen him pick Yoru, like, ever.
Koala?
In a challenge.
So, I hope QoR played better this map, man, because map number 1, their map pick, it didn't look good, dude.
Through the Mary Lane of
So let's go to Doug for more of this, man. And we run.
To get for QoR, but now the swing out with the paranoia, and Nismo is once again locked in. Somehow finds 2 in the crowd. Always impressive show out from him so far. But we're still a little stopped, still a little slowed. M80 on the rotation back. They know this fight is happening, so does QoR. It's just question of when.
Committing.
They don't have to yet. The only one that's out is Zeltris, and he's fine anchoring this. He's done it before, so they do have all the time in the world to switch back if they want to, but they're not sure who's flanking. They don't know if M80 is going to come from behind or not, so they would rather just take this fight on the front line first.
Man. That's beautiful play. 1v1.
Can do the heavy lifting once again. Snowball that until Zip shuts it down, and with the Sheriff, it's scary, but with Net...
Oh my god, how did they lose this round, man?
They're really looking for some sort of leeway to get onto a site. They weren't sure if they wanted to commit back to A now that the presence was known. That's huge. BCJ gone. But they're not aware that B site's completely empty. 45 seconds, you could still make your way back over to A site. Ziff is clearing that distance, but they don't know about Nismo's presence.
Does Xander peek this? Or Nismo? Does Nismo peek this? Oh, he doesn't have to. Ziff misses the timing, unfortunately. But has made enough noise. Yeah, look how far
that kill was huge, man.
Over. So Ziff goes down, but ultimately the damage is already done. QoR's gotten the hard part completed. And can let that screen down, play towards lane,
commit to the flank.
go very safe for this bonus. But the flank is a possibility this time around, so T-Dog on hard
You
watch,
need to win this duel, bro.
ensure that M80 can't get the drop on more than one angle.
Easy, easy.
And they won't! That might be all she wrote for this round, but M80, they're going to stick that orb down and
Bridge flash.
go for something. Swing off the flash. Nets a first kill. Zeldris the trade back from the Cubby, and once again we're
What
back
expensive,
default.
man.
So
Oh
M80 have
my
to try to
god.
push the envelope, but Koala and Nismo are both very keen to do that.
Oh
Nismo
my
holding
god,
for
QoR, what
half.
are you guys
Missing
doing?
the spray on the right target doesn't matter. You have enough bodies. Knowing the core players, you know they're so capable too. But if M80's hold is any amount too scary, then QoR has to dip out. And usually 3, including Koala being there, is enough. But if Zeldris gets an opening kill like that, then maybe the confidence will be renewed. Still trying to scope through, but this toxic screen is going to once again slow things down until Koala Noob says go. Zeldris go bye-bye. Nismo playing maps. Koala still playing sight. Such a brave defense that M80 is opting for. The counter-aggression yet again earlier on in the game to try to
Not gonna lie, M80 is looking good.
second guess themselves.
But QoR are better than this, man. There's something wrong.
But the spike will come down.
No?
Flash immediately
I'm
taken
crazy?
care of. Nismo does not care about giving away that position. Flash drive launch, Snarly seen. Do you swarm that or do you go for the 2v2? You don't know where Ziff is at. Probably behind the screen. Indeed he is. Could play for the distance. Instead, they'll take the Zip to meet Ziff first. Snarly reposition. Can't find Zaire in time. Ziff! The no-scope shot on the Marshall to shut down Nismo. It's the 1v1v Xander. And
Yeah, but the rounds they are
those?
losing, but it's just different.
Timeout.
And you gotta also remember that Xander now has another week of
Nice.
practice on the IGL role under his belt.
That's true.
He's got to be back in stride too. This is an M80 that is trying to get in their groove, and boy, do they work fast. But QoR will work fast this time on the exec for A site, with Ziff playing guard to the midway so that M80 can only play from the back end. They'll be able to get spiked down and have a decent amount of time and space to play with, but no ultimates and still no rifles, so this Thrash can kind of go wherever it wants unless everyone focuses it. It's going to be on the bottom floor where T-Dog's going to rise up from to meet Net and actually kill him, but Zeldris on the way back
2v2.
has to early guard this potential defuse that M80 is no doubt going to go for, but not
Oh my
first.
god,
Koala through the
man.
zip line yet again.
Runs are so
Early
close.
aggressing to get the drop on them, and BCJ can at least hold halfway. Koala Noob on a roller coaster, but pays the price for it.
Oh
Doesn't
my
matter though.
god,
BCJ
man.
in the cover of the smoke
This is not core day, bro.
Poison orb open, net still waiting underneath. You gotta watch out for that turret. One by
That was
one,
beautiful,
no
Nat.
trades at all.
That was
3K
nice,
for
bro.
Net.
3k for Nat.
Shut down.
Only Nerve left.
Like
1v4.
Nerve now
No
last
money. He's dead. 7-0. I don't wanna see another 7-1, man.
Now, once again, scoping out a main, a 5-stack this time. The Zeldris is going to use the Tailwind to at least take the first high ground. Thrash to scope out the area, but it's too
That was
late.
insane,
Xander's
man.
already hopped up to Cat and is able to deal with the first. Net taking
Okay,
control of the
okay.
Raptors to shut down the Wingman, but
No, not okay, man. Not
well,
okay.
the defensive lockdown seemingly attracts a couple
Oh,
more
they
kills out
still
of
have
Core.
the Hunter
The
Series.
Viper's Pit on top of an
The round I want them to
Spike
lose,
leads
they're gonna
both
win,
teams
man.
in a weird kind of stalemate.
You know, I mean, you can still try to go for it. I mean, we've seen a lot of M80 just spray off of audio cues. The attempt of getting that spike down and pushing in could very well be an instantaneous downfall for this round, but there we go, Hunter's Fury clearing some space. No follow-through from Core, though. Not pushing into that Viper's Pit, even though T-Dog cleared some space.
Well, Snarly gonna be able to at least cut, try and gain that high ground, but that's shut down. That's the one thing that's out of Core's control. They have to continue playing low. The smoke rises, as does M80, and so they'll play in the pit. Nismo, the spray from the noise to immediately take down T-Dog. His presence on site is way closer than one would think. Wingman able to find Zingo,
Another
and
close
that's
round,
another
man.
immediate shutdown. Nerve having to play the distance in his own pit for the 1v2. And you know
No
for a
snake
fact
bite.
M80's going for the kill first. Yeah, there's no way for Nerve to space this out. He's got to get up close and personal and spots this thing,
Okay.
as does BCJ, but nobody
Timing.
completely trumped
Oh,
on
the
Nismo
trade was
rushdown,
perfect,
and that's
man.
immediately the sign for BCJ.
No
to trade
7-1,
through.
bro. Good job,
Great
M80.
Timeout.
They haven't found the maximum impact yet.
Oh, this is so up close. Koala Noob! 2 up, 2 down, looking for the shorty kill. Just a
3
little bit of
with
chip
3.
on his Zeldris, but that is all. And
BCJ,
finally,
and
the
doesn't have
Outlaw
ults.
will be retired,
Same for
I think.
Ziv.
But is the damage already done? Is this still enough for M80 to work off of in the 3v3? Nismo, early knife to scope out how close Core might be, but Zeldris is right below this. I don't know if this is expected. Nismo would have to contribute so much immediately, and he can't.
There's no way to lose this round, right? 1v3.
Shutdown. Zeldris, the off angle, and so it's down to BCJ, who does spot 2 of these and knows Zeldris is still on this wide angle.
Oh
but
my
cannot
god, man. That
counteract
actually
it.
got
Get
close.
It should be smooth sailing, but we've said that like 9 times now when Core has tried this before, but they didn't have a Thrash as often. Zeldris with the Blade Storm as well, but BCJ
No flashes.
is keen. And now you don't have a smoke either. Nerve shut down too. Have to plant manually. And Koala Noob is so confident in that, he's just gonna walk on a site over the fragment that's set down. It is an onslaught on site, and unquestionably, M80's half, despite Starly's spray down, nabbing a couple more kills.
Good start from Koala. Zeldris pushes up. That's what we want to see. Zeldris can play so much more on his own on the defense. Trades on trades on trades. Zip, that's 2. What's left now? Xander, Nismo, your 2 IGLs. Now your true IGL. The leader's
Okay.
the last one.
Easy
left.
round for Core, right?
Down.
1v3.
And even
this-
then, this is still winnable.
Yeah, it's very true. Xander can lock in here. Oh, Nerve.
No,
though.
okay,
Good
man,
swing,
okay.
Huge early damage. Xander can't counteract. Again, A is the riskier site to default because you have to save so much of your util for the post plant, which means somebody's got to take the front seat. It's going to be Xander. He's going to take the front line. Rest of M80 going to follow suit with the kills, and it's BCJ that actually takes the forefront of them, grabbing 2 online. But Ziff finally finding a shot through the doorway, able to immediately counter-aggress, and with the help of the Nano Swarm, flushing out a second. So it's a 2v3 actually that M80 have to deal with here, and Core will instantly make that a 2v2 with Nerve on the off angle. Spike's still ticking though, but M80 have been forced to play on site, so Core can slow this down just a little bit. Nerve waiting for the right opportunity to drop down and grab that off angle onto Ziff. No, it's Koala that gets stopped. And instead now it's Nismo that has to watch for the double. But Nerve can play so confidently while Ziff taps, and Nismo is just forced
Okay,
to play
man.
the 1v.
You gotta get him, man.
Just a matter of really farming Xander with these post-plant orbs now up to kills.
Oh, huge kills for Koala Noob, and now Nerve does get the kill, but
Another
giving
one?
himself away. Koala Noob's gonna try and chase this down. Unsuccessful, though, during the Paranoia's
Koala Noob, man.
permittance, but can still
Just too good.
win that fight. And that's a huge early trade away for M80. 4v
And the Southern has an up.
to work with. Now Core can't lean heavy on site. They've already given so much away.
Yeah, proactivity shut down Core. expectation from M80 this time. They've been playing slow because they're expecting QoR to over-push just like they did. But it only took this round to do it. Oh,
Yeah, I guess that is kind of funny, is if you play to a specific strategy that you think the other team is going to go for, if you're this far ahead, it doesn't matter how long it takes for them to go for that strat. You'll eventually be able to counter it.
And now there's a big problem. Ziff and Zeldris cannot play away from each other. They may have already decided to save. That operator's out from Zeldris. Double smokes have to worry about now. Not as much as the Viper wall, so maybe an opportunity to rotate back over.
You should go, bro.
Do they make
Honestly.
the call? Where does Zeldris go?
It'll be 12-5, man.
Is this the call for the save? The timing here is going to be
Yeah, they're gonna
precarious.
save the
It's
up.
slow.
I don't like this.
Ziff is going to go for it, though. Lockdown available. A 2v4 probably not going to be used. And yeah, the call has been made to save at the very least from the op.
You're gonna lose anyway, bro. Let's try.
You know, that's getting touched.
Oh, the lineup.
Oh, Ziff!
Good try.
Okay, all right, there's one.
I like the
Well
attempt.
This is literally, I think, no, actually, not. It's not true. I was gonna say this is the first kitchen round we've seen from a team, but this is the first time we're
my
really putting
God.
emphasis on it, and Xander's gotten 3.
Oh,
One
man.
by one.
They still have trash
Out of the hill.
on Viper spot.
Nerve
Oh no.
and Snarly both had their ultimates.
Oh, the timing here.
Oh,
Bold
Koala.
investment.
Was that the giveaway? Does he
30
see
seconds
that?
left.
Oh, now he definitely
Okay,
does.
okay.
Bye-bye. 2v2.
Welcome to
Whoa! BCJ's gonna plant from Snowman. This is fun. Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Winnable, man. So
like this, though.
winnable.
They felt more confident back here anyway compared to QoR. QoR
baiting
hates
out the
dipping this
ults.
far.
They're baiting out Snarly's ult. They want to get rid of it now, even if they lose this round. They won't have to worry about it in the future.
Nerve is gonna play that pole position for the spike. No, he'll just extend and find BCJ. It's down to Xander. Has got to play ultra slow, and the Thrash and Wingman doing a great job of scoping out the entire area.
my
Enough to where
God,
it can't
bro.
re-enter, and Nerve can shut it down.
Timeout.
Going to play A site, they're going to play high ground, and M80, now they know that too, with the help of that Thrash.
This one has another flash.
Plant for free and set up smokes for the long game. Koala shuts down Nerve, though, as well.
Okay, good position.
And that means that you can't play that slow.
Oh, Ziff has lockdown
QoR
too.
used to. Snarly, though, dealing with the other Viper as well. Koala noob, huge TP. Can you find something here? Oh, no, the shot onto Ziff is off.
What can he do now?
Now QoR, they're able to just kind of run in willy-nilly.
Oh
Bladestorm
my
on BCJ,
God.
Bladestorm on a Koala noob. Zeldris is here.
Oh
to
my
play.
God.
Lives, though, and finally shut down.
What's
But
happening?
T-Dog
They
is
got a
able to
defuse,
all the
man.
while. And yeah, I mean they're gonna recognize this,
Imagine
especially as Net did with
if
the
they actually
bubble,
come back
but
here, man.
M80
That
are
would
doing it
be
at such
insane.
fast speed
Epic.
that I don't know if Ziff is gonna get to it in time. No, he's got to play from Snowman instead. M80 now the ones with the aggression, and Koala noob shows it. Nerve pinched instantly. Zeldris is still all the way
Yo,
back
this
here
is
in lane, and
insane.
Chorus or M80.
Oh
finishes
my
third
God,
too.
man. The moment
An
you start
incredible
thinking they can
clear of
actually
the
do
B
it,
lane that,
they lose
essentially
it.
guarantees this. Yeah, I mean this round
Oh
was so
my
nicely
God.
wrapped up,
Only
and
T-Dog left.
Koala noob kinda
1v4.
just let Jesus take the wheel with this operator. Net
GG.
angle from Kitchen. My oh my. Immediate domination over the map. The second they decree it, that was a cavalcade of disrespect for a 13th round that M80 was taking a second to grab, but they will along with the series.
I mean, Icebox has been a dominant map for M80 for the longest time. All the boys celebrating now. It was a journey to get there, to say the very least.
They can win this.
Getting into position.
Hello my friend, Valorant Mundi here and welcome back to my channel. In this video we enjoy the best plays and moments from VCT NA Challengers League Stage 2. Between the legendary organization back in Valorant with a strong roster, TSM versus a team who has the best name ever and has insane players, Fluffy Aimers. Both teams are looking to get their second win.
42 players are from TSM.
Scaling up. Sim. Oh. First shot from Bones. Better response. Fluffy Aimers will now scale up towards A. Defenders taken care of. There was only 2. Gonna dog up, clear the site. And they got the one-way smoke from Mame set up at the top. So safe plan for Fluffy Aimers.
Yeah, and now they just have to wait here towards the spawn for all of them to group up. But on a player advantage that they currently have for Fame, and even setting up here for double swings, crossfires, it's not looking too good for TSM for the retake. The best thing here is these double flashes for TSM.
The paranoia from GMD hit Mame though at the box, but the cover is great. Fluffy Aimers even have Jonah set up at the left side. And then Fluffy Aimers win the duels. This one way is so annoying for TSM to try and push through.
Yeah,
and look at
this
just
is
the setup.
impossible.
It's the firing squad. And TSM are just going to try and bounce their way around the smoke. Now the boom bot will
Okay,
reveal
that was the spike.
GMD to the right side. Meanwhile,
Sim
Fluffy
is one of the
Aimers
kings
tried
of
to get
first
some
blood, man.
presence and then got picked across the map. So Fluffy Aimers, you thought that they just could lead with confidence on this offense, and now it's a 4v4. And things aren't so sure for Fluffy Aimers.
Well, Flash is coming through though.
That works out, especially with Poise not getting the backup because of that smoke from Mame that kind of isolated him from the rest of his team playing on that other side. And then, look, Jonas on the flank as a sentinel. So insane. 13 seconds left, though. We forgot about the most important thing, and that is to plant. 7, 3K, 6 seconds, 1v1, Mame versus Sim. 2 satchels, a teleport, getting behind the box just in time before Sim got around the corner and heard him close. Mame reacted well.
Play the contact and then counter with the knife to break the util so nobody could temple very quickly towards the B site. So it forces now everybody towards mid. Here comes a fake towards this B site though with the Seekers, a fake TP, and again, another over rotate, a perfect fake coming out from Pancakes and crew here, Fluffy Aimers, and now they're weak side on A for TSM.
Oh, these deep flanks from Fluffy Aimers. Jonah got away with it last round, but not this time. Not with TSM having weapons to actually fight with. Fluffy Aimers will plant A. Extended out into A link is Bones after this one-way dissipates at the top of the site. TSM will able to satchel through and be more comfortable, but the one-way is back. Mame has been such a nuisance at this choke, but with the no command there left from 7, it's all up to gunplay. And you got Bones on this box with the op, looking untouchable. He's trying to deal with these angles well as TSM will suffocate
Jonah
him,
6,
but Bones
man.
will Zippo clutch for Fluffy Aimers.
Timeout.
As soon as they spotted Bones, you pulled the rotate out of 2. Proto just has to eat this showstopper. But 2 flashes for TSM around this corner. Bones will not let them breathe around this smoke. 7 may be able to spot this. No, Bones gets the heads up play. The 3K make it 4 for Bones in total this round. Heading for the ace. GMD left at mid. And that's been his job, to patrol B, to look at mid. But he needs to be quicker to the punch. Especially with the paranoia still in hand, a 1v4. Maybe you can see how expensive this is going to be with Neptune around. No, the SMG can't pull through, but it is an ace for Bones at the end of the day. That KO Molly is out. Fluffy Aimers were trying to be more aggressive, but just waited for TSM to peek. And Mumbai with the op of all things. Showstopper response though from Sim. What the hell is that? That's Bones flying. But Rolling Thunder, that's flying by to just hose down mid, I guess. Fluffy Aimers finally at a number disadvantage, and the spike left behind, and it's all up to Mame with an op. He's so rich though, so
Yeah,
13
but
seconds
that's
left, you
once
might
you
as
give
well
the
save
up
it.
for TSM, I don't think so.
Especially that
Gotta
Spike's
say,
already
man.
down. So many of these first bloods through these defaults and just decent trades.
Okay.
Woo!
What? Okay, Sim.
And we have 7-1,
The
man.
2-tap like that. Neptune ready around the corner for the trade. Not only that, to
Okay,
stop
Bonus
the
had the
rally of
showstopper.
TSM and the attacker spawn. So he's revealed the position of where this retake is coming from. Fluffy Aimers will adjust accordingly with the crossfire. Mame taking out Poise. And it's just a Proto who'll pick up a new gun and do his
Yeah,
best
that was
to
hard for a
find
Proto, man.
wherever
Nothing he
Fluffy
could
Aimers-
do.
Ooh, timing too with Poise walking up from the B site, and surprisingly Fluffy Aimers don't want to smoke one of those ways. It will split their focus in half, having to look both ways before you cross the road. So unfortunate walk up for Fluffy Aimers, a territory they're trying to explore, and Pancakes will go 1 for 1. Neptune will get the cleanup. Fluffy Aimers, it's costing some bodies to get that top mid control. Now you're trying to wrap around B, and guess who's read this like a book? It's a Proto who already had the lineups. And now you know the spike is down.
Got hit by a paranoia though. Oh, but it missed.
What?
Mummy's still there to capitalize on the kill at least, and it puts it back to 2v2. So the advantage did go for the attack though on the trades back towards Boba. They might have hurt the TP towards main. You'll have individual duels now.
Jimmy
Cracking
D
that smoke though.
need to
So
go huge
GMD
here, man.
can safely push through it. from the shadows on the flank. Mame will have a teleport, and from the shadows himself to just check where this retake is coming from. Spike is tapped.
Man, TSM is getting destroyed here.
If Sim gets pressured, there will be
Sim is
assistance.
pushing.
TSM
He was
have
sleeping,
GMD
bro.
also pushing up and actually wins that duel against Mame over at the A site.
Okay,
And
M2
actually gets a
and the
double
pistol
kill
and there's
grab.
hope.
That is a huge
Small
push for
small
GMD
chances, but
to really kill the surround.
they can
out of
win a little
Fluffy
bit.
Gamers.
1% of a chance.
Now Pancakes is just trying to get across here, and hopefully, yes, that's huge. Actually, getting that first pick maybe would have engaged a 1v1 on that B site, but Neptunes are going to look to meet up with him so he could use a Rolling Thunder potentially. Oh, no.
Nice shot, man.
Oh, no.
Pancakes is just like that. Wait,
It's about to happen.
the choke.
Yeah.
Let's 2v3.
It's looking
Rolling
good,
Thunder
man. They can
from
win this.
Neptune, getting
Oh
into
my God,
position.
oh my
and
God,
you
oh my
heard him in the
God, that's
corner.
beautiful. Ace, 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 ace,
Deliver the
ace,
finishing
ace,
blow.
Pancakes.
Looking for the ace.
No, man, Jimmy D,
will
not.
deny that. 3 just needs to prevent the
10
plan.
seconds
GMD
left.
can still save this round as he intended with the first and second blood. Spike being tapped. Neptune.
Okay, my friends, next map is bind, bro.
And that util can go deep, so Pancakes can be in a safe position. Meanwhile, we can't say the same about Sim, who's first blooded. And that means TSM will have to go in without their raise. They're doing their best. They still have a flash in hand, but it's up close and personal with Neptune around the pillar in 3.
Oh my God,
As Fluffy
man.
Gamers hoping to get another pistol round under the belt in a 4 versus 1, and it's just a proto with the spike. Surprised that he still wants to go to B with this, but really, there's no route of escape. It feels like.
Almost had an opportunity. At least he forced the rotates out. If he won that one, it was going to be a 1v1 towards his side, but you definitely do see it here. Everybody crunching in, pinching him towards this B side. Now they realize
on,
once
bro.
the
Save
market's
energy
open,
for
that
next
he's
map,
definitely
bro.
rotating towards Boba. So it's only
Mappy
time
point.
Neptune with a- Probably
Maybe you
not
don't.
on this map after all. Well, no, I still think that this is going to go a 3 mapper, but Fame definitely
Could go.
looks so good and composed here on this map compared to TSM. I mean, look at it. You're forest buying. I mean, at this point, it's just going to be a team deathmatch. Whoever shoots better, and it's so far still Fluffy Aimers.
Man. 13
Oh, and
oh
the
man.
flash.
Oh
like,
my God,
Fluffy Gamers
bro.
util is next level.
GG.
Going out.
Win.
Coughing Baby versus Nuclear Bomb. That is Fluffy Aimers 13-1 on Sunset. Wow, I look like a freaking idiot saying that I had TSM on this one. Because how do you beat M80 13-7, but then you lose 13-1?